Welcome back to my channel. Today we will learn about the issue currently unfolding on CBS's The Bold and the Beautiful. In this dramatic chapter, the stakes are higher than ever as long-standing alliances are shattered by ambition, betrayal, and ruthless determination. The latest events center on the explosive conflict between Hope and Carter, a conflict that threatens to redefine power within Forrester Creations and leave everyone involved reeling from unexpected consequences. For quite some time now, Carter has been steadfast in his decision to return Forrester Creations to the Forrester family. His resolve to hand the company back to those who helped him rise in the world has been unwavering. Despite the loyalty he once showed to the family that embraced him as one of their own, Carter's commitment to making amends has led him down a path that he believes will restore honor and repay old debts. However, this decision has not come without fierce opposition. Hope, who has long harbored an insatiable desire for power and control over the company, is far from willing to let Carter's plan proceed. She sees the return of Forrester Creations as a betrayal of her own ambitions and the empire she has worked tirelessly to build. Hope's dissatisfaction is rooted in her unyielding hunger for authority. To her, power is everything, and relinquishing control of the company is simply not an option. Although Carter remains adamant in his belief that returning the company to the Forrester family is the honorable thing to do, Hope is determined to stop him at any cost. Realizing that Carter's mind is set and that he will not be swayed by appeals to loyalty or sentiment, Hope formulates a devious alternative plan. With a cold and calculating determination that contrasts sharply with the compassionate side she once displayed, she decides to take advantage of Carter's trust in her. In a secret maneuver designed to trap him, Hope forges several crucial documents and presents them to Carter, ensuring that he signs off on them without suspecting that his own actions are being manipulated against him. Carter, ever confident in his judgment and trusting of Hope's word, signs the forged papers without a second thought. Unbeknownst to him, these documents are the turning point that will lead to his downfall. In a cruel twist of fate, the carefully orchestrated deception that Hope has laid out ultimately results in Carter being implicated in a series of errors and misrepresentations so severe that he is forced to face jail time. The shock of Carter's imprisonment sends ripples throughout the entire Forrester universe. Friends, colleagues, and family members alike are left dumbfounded by the betrayal that has unfolded. No one ever imagined that the gentle and once trusted Hope, known to many as a kind and compassionate figure, could harbor such a ruthless ambition. The transformation in her character is as jarring as it is unexpected, leaving everyone to question the motives behind her actions. With Carter now behind bars as a direct consequence of the trap she set, Hope makes her move to ascend to power. Seizing control of Forrester Creations, she positions herself at the very top of the company, intent on reshaping it according to her own vision. In her new role, Hope wastes no time in implementing sweeping changes. One of her first moves is to remove anyone she deems a threat to her authority. Among those on the chopping block is Steffi, whom Hope accuses of being a harmful presence within the company. Hope is convinced that Steffi's intentions are anything but pure and that her continued involvement at Forrester Creations will only serve to undermine Hope's newfound leadership. With steely resolve, she orders Steffi's immediate termination, leaving no room for debate or compromise. Not only does Hope intend to purge the company of those she distrusts, but she also has grand plans to expand its influence far beyond its current borders. Determined to rebrand and elevate Forrester Creations to an international powerhouse, she sets her sights on forging joint ventures and partnerships with foreign companies. This bold strategy is designed to not only solidify her control over the company, but also to transform its legacy into something unprecedented. As Hope takes charge, her actions signal a radical departure from the past, a move that sends shockwaves through the ranks of the Forrester family and its longtime supporters. In the midst of these seismic shifts, Liam, ever the voice of reason in a world beset by chaos, seeks to intervene. Concerned by the rapid changes and the increasingly autocratic behavior that Hope now exhibits, Liam arranges a meeting with her. He is deeply troubled by the realization that the woman he once knew, who had always been gentle and considerate, now appears to be spiraling out of control. Liam's words, filled with both worry and earnest appeal, are meant to remind Hope of the importance of balance and the perils of unchecked ambition. He cautions her that her recent actions may ultimately be her undoing, that in her quest for power she risks alienating those who once stood by her side. Yet, despite Liam's heartfelt intervention, Hope seems to be intoxicated by the taste of authority and the possibilities that lie ahead. During their conversation, Hope makes a declaration that shocks Liam to his core. With an unwavering conviction that leaves no room for negotiation, she asserts that she will never return Forrester creations to the Forrester family. This pronouncement is a complete reversal of the path that had once been mapped out by Carter, who had aimed to honor the legacy of the family that had once nurtured him. For Liam, this revelation is both unexpected and disheartening. He had never imagined that Hope, with all her charm and previously gentle demeanor, would choose such a ruthless path. His shock is palpable, and he is left grappling with the realization that Hope's transformation is far more profound than anyone could have foreseen. As the fallout from these events continues to unfold, the repercussions are felt throughout every corner of the Forrester empire. Carter's imprisonment, a consequence of Hope's calculated betrayal, casts a long shadow over the relationships that once defined the company. The once unassailable trust between Carter and the Forrester family is shattered, replaced by an atmosphere of suspicion and bitterness. The revelation of Hope's treachery forces many to question not only her motives but also the integrity of the legacy that Forrester Creations has built over decades. What was once a symbol of family unity and mutual respect is now mired in controversy and acrimony, leaving a trail of disillusionment among those who had believed in the company's ideals. Within the inner circles of the company, the power dynamics are undergoing a dramatic realignment. With Hope now at the helm, the traditional order is being upended in favor of a new, more aggressive strategy. Her decision to fire Steffi is not merely a punitive measure, it is a calculated move to consolidate her power and eliminate any obstacles to her vision. In her eyes, Steffi represents everything that is counterproductive to the forward momentum of Forrester Creations, a relic of the past whose loyalty is questionable at best. The dismissal is swift and decisive, leaving little doubt that Hope will stop at nothing to secure her position. Moreover, the cancellation of projects and the reorganization of partnerships signal an era of radical change, one that will redefine the company's trajectory on both domestic and international fronts. As Hope revels in her newfound authority, she is acutely aware that the cost of power is steep. The trap she set for Carter has come at a tremendous price, not only for him but also for the fragile network of relationships that once sustained the company. Yet, in her mind, the sacrifices are justified if they lead to the transformation of Forrester Creations into a global leader in the fashion industry. Every decision she makes, every strategic move she executes, is geared toward an ambitious goal, a future where her vision reigns supreme and where no one can challenge her dominance. It is a future that she is determined to shape, regardless of the personal and professional casualties that may lie in her wake. Liam's meeting with Hope underscores the growing rift between old alliances and the new order that is emerging. His pleas for moderation and his warnings about the dangers of unbridled ambition are met with a defiant assurance from Hope. In a moment that encapsulates the transformation of her character, Hope declares that she has no intention of relinquishing her control over Forrester Creations. Her tone is unyielding, and her resolve is clear: the company will remain under her command, and any attempts to reclaim it by the Forrester family will be met with unwavering resistance. Liam, shocked by this turn of events, finds himself at a loss for words as he confronts the realization that the woman he once knew has become something entirely different, a force driven solely by the thirst for power. The implications of Hope's decision extend far beyond the boardroom. Her actions signal a dramatic shift in the cultural and emotional fabric of the Forrester empire. The reverberations of this power struggle are felt not only in the financial and strategic domains, but also in the hearts of those who have long been loyal to the family's legacy. The betrayal of Carter, the imprisonment that followed, and the subsequent rise of Hope as the undisputed leader of Forrester Creations have all contributed to an atmosphere of tension and uncertainty. In this environment, trust is a rare commodity, and every move is scrutinized under the harsh light of ambition and rivalry. As the story continues to unfold, one cannot help but be struck by the dramatic transformation of characters who once embodied compassion and loyalty. Hope, in particular, stands at the center of this maelstrom of betrayal and power. Once admired for her warmth and kindness, she now emerges as a ruthless strategist, willing to sacrifice everything, including personal relationships and the honor of long-standing traditions, to achieve her goals. The irony is palpable. The very qualities that once endeared her to others have been replaced by a single-minded pursuit of control, leaving behind a trail of shattered alliances and broken promises. It is a metamorphosis that shocks everyone who believed they knew her, and it serves as a stark reminder that in the high-stakes world of the bold and the beautiful, even the gentlest souls can be transformed by the lure of power. With Carter behind bars as the result of Hope's elaborate and deceitful plan, the future of Forrester Creations is poised on the edge of an unprecedented era of change. Hope's ascension to the top of the company is not merely a change in leadership, it is a complete overhaul of the company's identity and direction. Her vision, which includes forging partnerships with international firms and overhauling traditional practices, promises to redefine the legacy of Forrester Creations in ways that few could have imagined. In her eyes, the old order, represented by the Forrester family's past glories, must give way to a new paradigm, one that is built on ambition, ruthless efficiency, and an unyielding drive to dominate the global market. This new direction, while exciting in its promise, comes at a profound cost. The betrayal and deception that paved the way for Hope's rise have left scars that may take years to heal, if they ever do at all. As the dust settles on the events that led to Carter's downfall, those closest to him are left to grapple with the harsh reality of what has transpired. The shock and disbelief are palpable among the employees, family members, and longtime supporters of Forrester Creations. Many had placed their trust in Carter, believing him to be a man of integrity and honor, a man who would honor the legacy of the Forrester family. Instead, they find themselves confronted with a stark and painful truth: the quest for power can corrupt even the most well-intentioned souls, and the repercussions of betrayal can be both swift and unforgiving. In the midst of this turmoil, Liam's encounter with Hope stands as a moment of poignant confrontation. Liam, who has always been a voice of reason and moderation, is taken aback by the extent of Hope's transformation. His attempts to warn her about the dangers of losing control and the risk of alienating those who once stood by her side are met with a defiant assurance that leaves him reeling. Hope, reveling in her newfound authority and the promise of a reimagined future for Forrester Creations, dismisses Liam's concerns with a chilling finality. She declares, with unwavering resolve, that under no circumstances will she return the company to the Forrester family, a statement that not only shocks Liam but also signifies the irrevocable shift in power that has now taken place. The narrative that unfolds from this point is one of unyielding ambition and the high price of treachery. Every decision, every calculated move made by Hope, serves as a testament to her commitment to maintaining control, regardless of the personal relationships she sacrifices along the way. The transformation from the gentle, kind-hearted woman many once admired to a force of ruthless determination is as startling as it is complete. It is a metamorphosis that reverberates through every facet of Forrester Creations, leaving an indelible mark on its history and casting a long shadow over the future of the company. In the wake of these seismic events, the impact on the broader Forrester universe cannot be understated. With Carter imprisoned and Hope firmly in control, the delicate balance that once characterized the company's leadership has been upended. The betrayal that led to Carter's downfall is now a permanent scar, a reminder that in the relentless pursuit of power, no one is immune to the consequences of their actions. As Hope sets about implementing radical changes, firing those she deems unworthy, and forging alliances with powerful international partners, the company embarks on a path that promises both unprecedented growth and inevitable conflict. The legacy of Forrester Creations, once built on trust and long-standing family traditions, is now being rewritten in the image of one woman's unquenchable ambition. For the loyal followers of The Bold and the Beautiful, these developments serve as a stark reminder that nothing is ever as it seems in this ever-evolving world of drama and deception. Hope's betrayal of Carter, a betrayal executed through a cunning scheme involving forged documents and secret signatures, has left everyone reeling. The shock that Carter, a man once celebrated for his integrity and devotion, would end up behind bars as a result of Hope's meticulously planned trap is almost too much to bear. And yet, in the ruthless pursuit of power, such sacrifices are deemed necessary by those willing to rewrite the rules of loyalty and honor. As we continue to witness the fallout from these events, one thing becomes increasingly clear: Hope has embraced a new identity, one defined not by compassion or kindness, but by an unyielding hunger for control and a willingness to do whatever it takes to secure her vision for the future of Forrester Creations. Her transformation is complete, and with Carter's downfall serving as both a catalyst and a cautionary tale, the company is now poised on the brink of a new era, one that will be shaped by Hope's unrelenting drive and the brutal realities of a power struggle that leaves no room for mercy. Thank you for joining me as we explore this monumental chapter in The Bold and the Beautiful. Stay tuned for further updates as the fallout from Hope's betrayal continues to reverberate through the corridors of Forrester Creations and beyond. In a world where ambition, power, and betrayal collide with devastating consequences, the future remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: the quest for control has forever altered the landscape of this iconic empire, and the repercussions will be felt for years to come.